Okay, so I mean, first thing, you look at the photos of the ISS transiting the moon, and the angular size just doesn't add up. You're looking at what looks like here something much closer uh, than 250 miles away, if that is indeed the size of a football field, right? So, a channel I had followed called "I'm a Child of God" had clicked on the Johnson Space Center Building 9 here, and so I went in to click on it. I went in to find it, and at first I clicked right here, and it took you down into this section of the building, which is only about half of the building. And I'm like,
Right.
oh, well, that's not it, because if you measure this building, it's 200 yards long, right? So I hopped back out, and I'm like, well, it's got to be somewhere. I've got to be able to. And then all of a sudden, I clicked in the right spot, and bam, it takes you in to this. And what's hilarious is I'm like, hold on a minute. This is just too much to accurate detail. Now I've debated some Globers, and we've had them say everything from, oh no, it's a special Easter egg link, or they'll say, oh, it's just a mock-up. They put everything in there that they take to space, but you got toothbrushes, you got all this stuff. The really interesting thing is if people want to call this just a mock-up, which it's called the mock-up center. I mean, that's the name of the building. Is the Johnson's Space Center mock-up, right? Well, here's a really funny area here. Take you in right here and see these signatures, these stickers with the signatures all around them.
Yeah, yeah.
Can't really fake that, because I was watching a tour, and right there during a live tour, they got those same stickers with the same
Wow.
signatures around them. So it's not you can't really do an exact signature the exact same way perfectly. So yeah, but it got me thinking. If you're looking at the ISS from where we were looking at like this, and we think, could it be something up there though? I mean, they've got the live feed, obviously, that they show us all the time. I'll have to rewind a little bit, but like this, you can go to this 24/7, and they'll give you a feed of something. And to me, this just looks like a weather balloon or something coursing along. That doesn't look 250 miles away even. It just looks like something's up there filming down, if it's not fake. But here's what I'm thinking. I've got this other theory in the works right now, because I came across some technology, and this technology is called unconventional spacecraft propulsion systems, right? So it's propulsion systems used for this thing, right? This is an anti-gravity spacecraft, and if you read its abstract, it says a spacecraft having a triangular hull with vertical electrostatic line charges on each corner that produce a horizontal electric field parallel to the sides of the hull. This field, interacting with a plane wave emitted by antennas on the sides of the hull, generates a force per volume combining both lift and propulsion. So this is a system that uses electrostatics to levitate, right? So it's interacting with the electromagnetic field and levitating. Then I looked into these unconventional spacecraft propulsion systems and found out that they actually have satellites under the same technology. So then I looked into, of course, electrostatic levitation.
Mm,
So that's using electrostatics to levitate. And then I start looking into liquid oxygen and how it also interacts with the electromagnetic field. This is liquid oxygen over a magnet. You can see that liquid oxygen starts to take this. It's like it's taking this orbital path, right? Isn't that wild?
yeah,
Wow,
And
that's pretty cool.
and we
it
know that
is.
liquid oxygen is sky blue, right? So before oxygen becomes a solid, it's a liquid. So oxygen, it becomes a liquid, then a solid when you're freezing it. And then I looked into this toroidal field thing. So this is a place called I Pyramids. They make these toroidal fields, and he hangs these uh, objects over it, and it causes them to orbit those, right? So we're talking about electromagnetism causing things to go into an orbital swing, right? And And I think I can find that other photograph of the, oh, right here. So this is the luminaries paths. So, Mars, Venus, all the planets and what they do over the flat Earth map, right? And then there's the transit of the ISS, which is really interesting if I can find it right here. So that's the path that the ISS takes, supposedly. And it just so happens to be that same toroidal pattern. So in conclusion, there's two conclusions here. One being that maybe the ISS is up there, but maybe it's smaller, not moving as fast as they say, closer, and it's levitating with unconventional propulsion methods, electrostatics, And then the second conclusion is the firmament, could it have a scientific explanation? Could it be that oxygen, when we look at it biblically, God separated the waters from above from the waters below with the firmament, and in some translations it's called the dome, right? So could that be scientifically explained, that it is indeed oxygen that has liquefied and interacted with the electromagnetic field and then hardened to a firmament, So there's just a whole rabbit hole that you can go down by looking into these different technologies and things. Now, we do know NASA's faking them being up there, but could they have a craft put up there that's just levitating with these types of systems?
Don't waste any more time. Visit the links above now and order my book, 16 Emergency Landings Proving Flat Earth. Visit my online store now and order the new enhanced Gleason's Flat Earth map. This map used to be in every school and library in the nation before NASA was created in 1958, when the maps were ordered removed. Have your Gleason's map hanging on the wall in your house where no government can take it down. Here you see it hanging on a wall in the house of the late Charles K. Johnson. Here is a quote from the book 1984 by George Orwell. Every record has been destroyed or falsified, every book rewritten, every picture has been repainted, every statue and street building has been renamed, every date has been altered, and the process is continuing day by day and minute by minute. History has stopped. Order your map now.